Hi, and welcome to Beauty Over 50. It seems that as we get older, for many of us, our relationship with makeup changes considerably. Some women decide they no longer want to wear makeup, some decide they would like to wear more, and some have significantly downgraded in terms of the amount of makeup that they wear. Today, I wanted to look at this shift, why it exists, and why it's different for different women. To prepare for this video, I went online and I took a look at a wide variety of comments from women regarding this topic. And what was interesting to me is not only the reasons why women have differing opinions in terms of their changing relationship with makeup, but also what it revealed about aging, self-identity, and self-expression. Clearly, there is no right or wrong way. This is all about personal choices and our own opinions about how we want to lead our lives. And I just think it's really interesting to take a look at these different viewpoints. Let's start by taking a look at why makeup is important for some women over 50. A common theme here was that makeup makes them feel more confident. Confidence is clearly a personal thing, but it seemed a common thread that for many women over 50, wearing makeup gave them a sense of confidence. Many women expressed that they loved the way that makeup made them feel. They loved what it did to their complexion, their skin, their lashes, and it made them happy. They indicated that they were not doing this to impress others, but they just liked the feeling that it gave them, and the feeling was confidence. In terms of confidence and makeup making women over 50 feel good about themselves, some of the comments included things like, "I never leave the house without mascara and eyeliner. It makes me feel put together. Mature skin needs a bit of makeup. Without it, I feel gray and washed out." I mean, as we get older, our complexion changes, our lashes are sparser, and for a lot of women, just adding a little color to their cheeks or lips makes them feel good. It makes them feel healthy and brings them, in turn, a sense of confidence. One woman wrote that a touch of makeup brought back a contrast and a warmth that made her feel much more like her younger self. One woman summed up the confidence by saying, "I don't wear makeup to impress anyone. I wear it because I love how I feel when I do." In terms of confidence, it's wonderful that a lot of women do feel confident with the makeup on. It does raise still thought-provoking questions like, does wearing makeup make them feel like their younger self because perhaps society has made them feel a certain way when they're not wearing makeup? Reason number 2 was that they finally have time to enjoy makeup. A lot of the comments around having kids and jobs and doing so much for others, preparing meals, that they never really had time to enjoy makeup. They did it because it was a necessity, but now that they have more time, perhaps they're retired, they feel like they have the time to enjoy makeup, and that is one reason why they continue to wear it, and perhaps even more. Some of the comments included, "When I was younger, I was too busy rushing to work, getting the kids ready, or taking care of a million things. Now I get to sit down and enjoy the process." One woman wrote, "I used to wear makeup as a chore. Now I wear it because I want to and I enjoy the time with it." So for some women, they're finding that they do have more time on their hands and they would like to spend that time enjoying the process of putting on the makeup. Later on in the video, I'm going to take a look at the other point of view where women wear less makeup makeup or no makeup at all. But just to mention here too, I mean, there is a contrast. A lot of women are saying, well, I have more time on my hands, I'm going to spend it other ways. Putting on makeup when I was younger was a chore, and now that I have time on my hands, there's a lot of other things I would rather be doing. And I think that's what's interesting about this topic, is that for all of us women over 50, you know, we reach a fork in the road. We get to decide, you know, which path we want to take. And we are inspired by different things, make different choices. Number 3, makeup is a form of art and personal expression. For a lot of women, the putting on of makeup is something they've always enjoyed as an art form. They enjoy the textures, the colors, the contrasting, and for them, it's an outlet of self-expression. One woman wrote, "I'm 65 and I love playing with makeup. It's my creative outlet, like painting on a canvas." Another comment, "I don't dress in neutrals. Why should my face be boring? Actually, if you love a pop of color, wear it. If you feel best in soft neutrals, that's great too. The only wrong way to do makeup is feeling like you have to follow somebody else's rules." So self-expression, creativity. This is something I can relate to. I've always loved the process of putting on the makeup and experimenting. I remember when the kids were young and anybody was in a drama show or a play or a musical, I would be the first mom to throw up my hand and say, "I'll help with the makeup." For me, it's fun. I love doing that kind of thing. Halloween was always a special time for me with the kids because I would bring all the makeup out, love doing face paint and all of that sort of thing. So for me, yes, for me it is a form of art, and it's a hobby almost for me. I find it very relaxing. Number 4 is that they want to look fresh and polished. When reading comments about this, there seemed to be an overall opinion that looking polished did not mean having lots of makeup on. It meant feeling refreshed. They also indicated that it didn't mean trying to look younger. It just meant trying to look more vibrant and awake. This could raise the question of whether, as women over 50, because our skin changes, maybe it is not as bright as it was when we were younger. Does that make us invisible? Is it society telling us that we should be wearing more makeup in order to look polished? These are all questions. But the bottom line is, if a person feels more polished and fresh and it brings them happiness and confidence, then that's a good choice for them. Number 5 is they have adjusted their makeup routine, but not completely stopped it. So for this one, a lot of women said that they didn't stop wearing makeup, but as they become older, they have simplified their entire makeup routine. Things like one woman wrote, "I used to wear full coverage foundation, contour, and layers of eyeshadow. Now it's just a little concealer, tinted moisturizer, mascara, and I'm off." Another woman wrote, "I used to do 20-step routines. Now it's 5 products and I'm out the door." So for a lot of women over 50, they're not giving up their makeup, but they are finding themselves gravitating to more of a minimalist look. Clearly, I can identify with using different products as my skin has changed. I'm not going to wear some of the heavy powders and foundations that I wore when I was younger. They just don't work for my skin anymore. Now let's take a look at why less makeup or no makeup at all feels right for some other women over 50. Again, I looked at comments as I did with the women who were wearing the same amount of makeup, more makeup, or maybe slightly less. I took a look at a lot of comments from women who have decided to stop wearing makeup or much, much less. And here's some of their reasons. Number 1, and this was a common theme, letting go of the obligation to wear makeup. This was a very common theme for women who no longer wear makeup. They expressed that it was a feeling of freedom now. that they had spent decades feeling obliged to wear makeup, to work, to special events, when they left the house. And now they have a sense of freedom because they no longer feel obliged to do so. One woman wrote, "I used to think I had to wear foundation every day. Now I don't. And guess what? The world kept turning, and I love that. Makeup is a choice, not an obligation." This perspective emphasized that makeup isn't necessarily a bad thing, but they are happy to relieve the pressure to wear it and make their own decisions about that. This does raise the question of why these women wore makeup in the first place when they were younger. Was it purely because of societal pressure to do so? Number 2 was health issues and skin sensitivity. I think most of us women over 50 can say that our skin has changed. We do have different health issues than when we were younger, and that does have an impact on what kind of makeup you will or will not put on your skin. One woman wrote, "I became allergic to makeup in my 50s. Now I just use sunscreen and lip balm." Another woman wrote, "Why fight my skin when I can just let it breathe? If it doesn't feel good, it's okay to let it go." I have seen a shift in the cosmetic industry towards catering to more mature skin, and I hope this continues, that the cosmetic companies are developing formulas more suitable for our more mature skin. Number 3, the effort just isn't worth it anymore. Women who commented on this typically were saying that although they did enjoy putting on makeup, it took a lot of their time, and now they've felt a shift in their lives where they would rather spend their time doing other things. One woman wrote, "I used to do a full face daily. Now I'd rather spend that time drinking coffee and reading a good book." So here's where you see a shift in opinions. For some women, putting on makeup is self-care. They enjoy the process. They find it relaxing. And for other women, it's a chore, and they feel they are no longer going to spend their time doing that. That for them, self-care is dedicating their time to another hobby or interest of theirs. Number 4 was vision problems make it harder to apply. Yes, and can we add shaky hands to this one as well? I can relate to both of these. Vision problems and shaky hands takes its toll on your ability to create that fine line with your eyeliner or the perfect lip liner. So I can understand why some women just feel they want to either not do it at all or change the techniques. One woman wrote, "I need a magnifying mirror, a ring light, and divine intervention just to do my brows." Another woman wrote, "I can't see what I'm doing anymore. My eyesight is so bad that I just gave up on it." So I think we can all relate to aging and the difficulty of applying makeup, especially makeup around, delicate areas of our eyes. And for some women, they're just deciding to stop doing it. Others try different techniques. This is where beauty brands could come in play again, creating products that are more accessible, that are easier to apply for people with mature skin. Number 5, a mental shift, feeling beautiful the way you are. One woman wrote, "I used to wear makeup to look better. Now I feel beautiful without it." Well, that's a great reason why not to wear makeup. If you feel more beautiful without it, you're only wearing it as an obligation or due to societal pressure, I can't think of a better reason why not to wear it anymore. I found it so interesting diving into the opinions of all these different women over 50, whether they wear more makeup, less makeup, they've given it up altogether. I think what is most important is that we all come together appreciating that we make our own choices. It does also open up the dialogue about makeup and societal pressure. Ultimately, I hope that all of us women over 50 at this point are making our choices based on what makes us feel good. It also became very clear that makeup is deeply personal. For one woman, makeup might be liberating. For another woman, it's liberating liberating to ditch the makeup altogether. For me, I love wearing makeup. It's something I enjoy applying. It's a nice routine. Often I'll put on my headphones and listen to some of my favorite music or podcast while I apply my makeup. It's part of my routine, and I enjoy the whole process. Just like fashion and hair, makeup, there is no right way or wrong way for women over 50. It's about what makes you feel good. So until next time, wear makeup or don't, whatever makes you feel beautiful. Have a good one. Bye.